This EPB Classic Rerun is brought to you by Calvert and Nunn Insurance in Glasgow.
Cardinals starting lineups after this half inning. The Pirates will be batting first. The Cardinals, the home team on the scoreboard. And the number one batter for the Pirates here in the top of the first inning is going to be Joshua Hodge, the left fielder. Of course, in coach pitch, the Pirates' own coach will be pitching to them, and that's Becky Kingery.
Got Steve Newberry coaching down at third, and Jeff Jesse over at first base, coaching first base for the Pirates.
A swing and a miss for Joshua on the first offering.
Two good defensive teams, Joe. They both hit the ball very well, but they also make some outstanding defensive plays that you don't usually see at this age.
Ball hitting the air over the first baseman's head. It gets into right field, and Hodge going to slide in safely at second base.
Got a base hit. No, this has been these two teams have just played great all year. Both of them with identical records. Well, the Cardinals have two losses because they have a loss in the tournament to the Pirates, but they split their regular season games, each team beating the other team one time, so they're very evenly matched.
And the batter will be James Kingery, the first baseman. James fouls the first pitch off.
Mama says she can pitch to anybody on the team but James.
Is that right?
That's what she tells me.
Swing and a miss for James. Now tell me the rules here again, Wimpy. How many pitches do they get?
They get 7 pitches to hit the ball. Of course, they foul it off. You get to continue on until you strike out or put the ball in play. And each team must have the same number of counting batters. The Cardinals have 11. The Pirates have 12 players, but only 11 of those batters will count each inning.
Here's a ground ball to the right side, and Kingery rounding second base in on his way to third. Now he'll turn the corner at third on his way home, and he will score.
Home run for James.
And Joshua Hodge is able to score from second base, of course, so the Pirates take a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first, and still nobody out.
That's as good as a 400-foot shot at Atlanta Stadium or anywhere else. It's a home run.
And here the batter is Walker Newberry. This ball popped up foul down the third base line.
Walker's got, as you said in your line, when you done your lineups there, Joe, Walker's one of the 2 or 3 kids in this lineup with a lot of speed. The Burris kid has just unbelievable speed for this age. And you'll see that when he gets up and gets to bat. Just watching him run to first base is a thrill. He can get down the line quick.
It fouls this pitch off down the first base line. Drake Jesse is on deck. These two teams, we understand, were very competitive with each other in the regular season.
Yeah, they were co-champions of the league, both of them going 13-1 and splitting the 2 games that they played.
Ground ball to the shortstop, Colby Greer. The throw is not in time over to James Kingery at first base, over to Stonehammer. The throw from Cole Swafford, I should say, over to Stonehammer was not in time. And so the runner reaches, and the batter will be Drake Jesse with Walker Newberry on at first base.
It's Cole Swafford playing short for the Cardinals. This kid's got a great arm. He turned an unassisted double play down here in the game the other night that allowed the Cardinals to get to this game.
Ground ball right back up the middle fielder by Evan Bartley. He steps on second base to get Walker, or to get Newberry out there. And Drake Jesse will reach on the fielder's choice, and the batter is going to be Colby Greer, the shortstop. I apologize in advance if I call somebody by the wrong name. I'll try to get it right before the night's over with. A lot of kids out here on the field.
Yeah, a lot of kids on the field, and especially Miss Kingery. That's a foul tip. It was over the batter's head. The catcher caught it. They're out.
By Colton Jesse back here behind the plate, so nice play by the catcher.
That was what I was going to tell you earlier in the tournament. This kid catching for the Cardinals, Colton Jesse, actually had a tag play at the plate where a team was sending a runner, and they threw the ball, and he was standing there waiting for it, caught it, blocked the plate, and put the tag on. That's a pretty good play for the little fella.
The batter here is going to be Trayvon Burris, the center fielder.
Here's your speed, Joe, right here.
Swing and a miss.
And they're right about that smile part, too. This kid's always got a smile on his face.
Coach Kingery trying to get him adjusted in the batter's box there. Now we're set to go. There's a ground ball to the right side that'll be fielded by the pitcher, Travis Bishop, and Travis did not get to throw over to first base in time to Stonehammer, so the batter now will be Matthew Knuckles with runners at first and second base.
Matthew chipped a bone, I think, in his elbow a few weeks ago, and he didn't know for sure whether he's going to get to come back or not. And I think the first game he come back, his first at bat, he had a big hit, maybe even a home run.
Fouls his first pitch off. Hits this one in the air on the infield and caught by Travis Bishop out there at his pitcher spot. Tries to double up the runner over at first, and he will. But Bishop turns the double play. I don't mind cousin. Travis is my cousin.
I started
Glad to say that for him.
Started to say, I thought he was a cousin.
Trace and Travis are my
Trace
cousins.
and Travis.
Travis is up here
Yeah, Travis is
doing the
right.
PA.
He's been my right-hand man all year.
Batter is Dalton Shoemake, and he hits the ball back up the middle. He's on his way to second base. Meanwhile, we'll have a runner score from second. Crossing the plate that time is Drake Jesse. The Pirates take a 3-0 lead here in the top of the first. Batter this time is the catcher, Augie Brown.
Augie does a good job catching for the Pirates, much like Colton for the Cardinals. He saved them some runs through the course of the year. Of course, your last out of the inning has to be made at home plate by the catcher.
Hit right back up the middle. Trace Bishop will field it, get it over to Hammer at first base for the out. Now Desi Austin, the batter, the left center fielder.
Desi's come a long way this year, too, for the Pirates. This is a young team. I think Andy, I'm not sure, but he may be the only second-year player on this particular team.
Wow, that's pretty impressive for him to be in the championship game.
It is.
Austin hits the ball well. That'll be a hit in the right field. He's on his way to second base. Now he's on his way to third as he turns the corner there. Shoemake scores. Now they're going to send Austin home, and he will score. And here comes the pitcher, Andy Highball, to the plate. He will be the last counting batter for the Pirates.
Andy hits the ball well, hits the ball hard on the line, and has real good speed. He won't swing at the first pitch many times. He likes to get the one he wants. His dad, Tim, of course, in Iraq, he's listening tonight.
There's a ground ball back up the middle. That'll get into center field for a base hit and rolls all the way to the fence. High ball scoots around second base on his way to third. He won't hesitate at all. He's on his way to score, and he will score easily.
Somewhere in Iraq, that is smart.
Yeah, that's certainly one of the beautiful things about technology is we have Tim listening over in Iraq, and understand he had a few other guys that were going to be listening with him tonight.
I talked to him earlier today, and there's several of them, and I'm sure they're all happy right now. He called earlier today to tell me they'd be listening and thank you all and for all your help in getting the games last year over there to them, and they were looking forward to listening to them again this year.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk with him today too. It was good to hear from him. Mary Alice Green is the batter, the right fielder. Pirates lead it 6-0 here in the first inning.
Now in the second inning, Mary Alice will be the leadoff hitter, and her at bat will count. Because of an odd number, uneven number, they'll have one each inning. The last batter each inning will not.
Yeah, the rules a little bit different here in coach pitch, quite different as a matter of fact.
Quite different and quite a few of them.
But the idea is to let everybody have a chance to play and learn how to play the ball game.
That's the idea. Both these coaches do a good job at that. They move players around quite a bit and, let everybody have a chance at doing different things. You're not just standing at one position all year long. They do a real good job. But our entire coach pitch coaches, all the coaches down there this year are just outstanding. It was a good league and a good season.
And Mary Alice can't make contact, and that'll end the top of the first inning. So let's immediately tell you about the Cardinals starting lineup. Garrett Wyatt will bat first, and Garrett is the rover, and he is involved in turning several double plays at the plate. Garrett generally hits line drives and is a very powerful hitter. Kyle Roach is the left fielder batting second, and Kyle plays his position very well defensively and is a good hitter as well. Cole Swafford will be at shortstop. Cole is a great fielder and good contact hitter, always smiling, and helps to keep the team pumped up, we understand. In left center field is Drew Benningfield batting fourth. Drew has stopped many balls from going to the fence, we're told by his coaches, and listens to his coaches very well, and he gets the ball back onto the infield quickly. Chase Metter will be in right center field batting fifth. Chase is a very fast base runner and has a very good throwing arm, a good hitter, and is always smiling. Bradley Webster at third base. Bradley will be batting sixth, and he has saved many runs from being scored with his good fielding. Also has helped score many runs with his hard hits. J.C. Edwards in right field batting seventh. J.C. is the only girl on the team, but she hangs tough with the boys and has a good throwing arm and very fast on the base path. Travis Bishop is the pitcher. Trace Bishop is the pitcher. I get confused. I've got Travis sitting up here with me. Travis is getting his name on the radio a lot, at least here this afternoon. Trace has made many terrific diving stops and acrobatic catches, and has a strong and accurate throwing arm, and is a very smart player. Colton Jesse is the catcher. Colton bats ninth, and when it comes to getting down and dirty, Colton is the man. He's been involved in preventing several runs from scoring on the last counting batter, and has also had some timely hits. Evan Bartley is the second baseman. Evan batting 10th here this afternoon, and has made some awesome catches and makes good throws. Listens to his coach as well as a team player. And Stone Hammer, the first baseman, will bat 11th. Stone has prevented the team from losing a couple of games due to his monster shots, and is also an outstanding fielder, very quick to get to the ball and to get where he needs to be. So that is the starting lineup for the Cardinals. 11 players for them, and they are 17-2 coming out of the losers bracket in this tournament. Their only loss in the tournament came to these Pirates a few days ago. They tied for first place in the regular season with the Pirates. Their head coach is Carl Bishop. Carl's assisted by Greg Hammer and Stephen Sloan.
Stephen's going to be coaching down at third base for the Cardinals. Carl coaches over at first, and Greg Hammer does the pitching. And Stone Hammer has come up big for this team two separate occasions in this tournament. He has come up, and he's been the last batter. They've had a runner on each time, and they've been down two. He's managed to get the game tied, go to extra innings, and they've ended up winning both those games. So he's a clutch player for sure at an early age. The
first hitter for the Cardinals is Garrett Wyatt. Hits the ball in the air on the infield and caught out there by the rover, Dalton Shoemaker.
Nice catch looking into this sun. That's tough.
Greg Hammer pitching to his Cardinals. And the batter's going to be Kyle Roach, the left fielder now. Pirates lead this ball game 6-0 as the Cardinals are just now getting their first turn at bat. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, gets past Colby Greer into left center field, and Roach will reach on a base hit, turns towards second, and he will reach. They say he got halfway to second base before the ball got into the pitcher's circle. Of course, that is the rule.
Pitcher has to have the ball in the circle with control of the ball, and if you're past the hash mark, you get the next base. If you're not past, then you go back to the previous base.
Cole Swafford, the shortstop, is the hitter. Cole hits it in the air on the infield. High ball fields it, and the throw is in time. Nope, they say that the first baseman, James Kingery, came off the bag. The throw was there, but Kingery couldn't keep the foot on the bag, and so the Cardinals have runners at the corners. And the batter is going to be the left center fielder, Drew Benningfield now.
That was a nice play, and he almost made it, but James come off the bag just and I'm not sure the ball maybe didn't fall out of his glove, too. It was kind of, he had to come off a little bit to catch it.
Benningfield swings through the first pitch. 6-0 lead for the Pirates here in the bottom of the first inning in this championship game of the Coach Pitch League here at Glasgow Little League. Here's a ground ball back to high ball in the pitcher's circle. The throw to second base was there in time, but the man covering the bag there dropped it. So the runner is safe, and Roach able to score from third base. So the Cardinals get their first run of the ball game, make it a 6-1 game, and runners at first and second for the Cardinals, and the batter's going to be Chase Metter.
This Cardinals team, they got a lot of big sticks in this lineup, and they're capable. They got several kids capable of hitting the ball out on the ground.
Soft ground ball down the first base line, picked up by James Kingery, and he tags the runner out there. Swafford is able to score, and they're going to send Drew Benningfield back to second base, and looks like Metter hit the ground pretty hard over there, and they're checking on him.
Yeah, James tagged him, and where he was trying to avoid James, avoid the tag. He kind of stumbled there and fell and took a pretty good little land on his shoulder there, but I think he's all right.
He gets up and trots off the field on his own there, so he is just fine. And the batter now, the third baseman, Bradley Webster. Runners at first and second for the Cardinals. 6-2 lead for the Pirates. Bottom of the first inning.
Got a good pitch machine game tonight, too, Joe.
That's what I hear.
Dandy.
Webster hits a ground ball to the second baseman and takes a bad hop, gets past Drake Jesse into the right center field. Runner's going to score from second base. Webster on his way to third, and he is there safely.
Good job, Bradley.
Drew Benningfield able to score from second to make it a 6-3 ball game. Bradley Webster on at third, and the right fielder J.C. Edwards will come to bat.
J.C.'s bat has really come along toward the end of the year. She has really been hitting the ball well.
Couldn't make contact on the first pitch there. Puts it back up the middle. High ball will field it there at the pitcher's circle. Throw over to Kingery at first base is in time. And scoring from third base is going to be Bradley Webster.
You know, the runner scored from third, and he actually looked to look the runner back, but they had enough speed to get to the hash mark before the throw come back. You don't see many at this age with the baseball smarts to look that runner back to begin with.
That is true.
And he saved them some runs like that this year. Here's Trace. He does a real good job in that pitcher circle also.
Trace Bishop, the batter. Bases are empty here for the Cardinals. It's a 6-4 lead for the Pirates in the bottom of the first inning.
Trace not a very big guy, but he can sting the ball. He's got some pop in his bat.
Put it in the air on the infield, and the pop-up caught by Andy Highball. The Trace is retired. And now Colton Jesse will step up, the catcher.
If you ask any coach that coached in the league this year what they have to do to beat the Pirates, they will tell you right off the bat, keep the ball away from Andy. Anything if he can get to it and there doesn't a whole lot get by him, you got to get a pretty good stick on it and get it out there past him, because if it's in front of him, he's going to get to it.
Jesse hit the ground ball to the left side. Picked up by the shortstop Greer. The throw is just in time. A bang-bang play over there at first base. But Colton Jesse is out. Now Evan Bartley will be the hitter. Nice play that time by Colby Greer.
Got two good shortstops here. Colby and Cole Swafford both have thrown out a lot of runners from that shortstop position.
Colby actually played that off a ricochet that time. He came off the third baseman Matthew Knuckles' glove first.
That made it that's an even tougher ball to handle on that ricochet, but he backhanded it and come up throwing.
Evan Bartley is the batter. Pops it up on the infield. High ball is going to make the play, but it took a high hop, and he won't have time to get the throw there.
Hayward is the last counting batter.
He's the big guy now. Here's Stone. He is the last counting batter.
I assume Stone is Greg's son.
That's Greg's son. Couldn't look at him and tell it, could you?
I know Greg can drill a softball, so it wouldn't surprise me if Stone could drill a baseball.
Stone can drill a baseball. You can put that in the bank. He can absolutely hit the baseball. And plays a real good first base also.
Soft pop-up on the infield. High ball will field it and throws home to Brown. And Augie will step on the plate there to end the bottom of the first inning. And after one complete inning of play here in the Glasgow Little League Coach Pitch Championship game, it's the Pirates 6 and the Cardinals 4 back here to Gorham Park after this on WCLU Sports.
How much are you paying for?
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Of course, we'll also have the live arm championship game for you tomorrow night from Weldon Park. That'll be a 5:30 start here on WCLU. First batter is Mary Alice Green for the Pirates. And Mary Alice going to have a base hit. Got between short and third over there into short left field. And Joshua Hodge comes up and throws it back onto the infield, but Mary Alice Green on with a leadoff single.
Mary Alice, toward the end of the year, she really started to hit the ball well. She struggled some the first of the year. Her defense is good, but she was struggling a little bit with the bat, and she got that straightened out now. She always has a big time. Mary Alice has a big time always.
Here's Andy Highball, the big left-handed hitter. Hard line shot. That's going to get into left center field all the way to the fence. Green round second. Highball right up behind her. Mary Alice rounds third. Highball rounds third as well, and they're both going to score. 2-run home run for Andy Highball.
Well, if Andy gets 10 at bats, Joe, you're going to see 8 balls hit just like that. Every now and then, he won't get as good a part of the bat on the ball as, but hey, the best in the majors only get 3 out of 10, and
right.
He's a little better than that.
Andy ripped that one for sure. Here's the batter, Desi Austin, hits it back up the middle, and he'll be on safely.
And Andy has that speed that if it gets in the outfield and starts rolling, you're not going to get it. It's going to be a home run. I would say probably 8 out of every 10 at bats, he does get a home run.
Batter's going to be Augie Brown. Desi Austin on at first base. Augie is the Pirates catcher. Pirates lead this ball game 8-4. They've got 6 of them in the first inning, 2 so far here in the top of the second. Brown pops it up on the infield. It's going to go foul down the third base side.
Augie's probably one of the more determined kids you will ever meet in your life, man. He gives it everything he's got, every play.
Hit back up the middle, fielded by Evan Bartley at the rover position. He steps on second base to get Austin out there. The throw on to first gets away from Hammer. And Brown able to take second base. Did that throw hit Stone in the face?
I believe it got him. Yeah, it got him somewhere. I see umpire Barry Bowles and Becky Kinger overlooking at him. Got him in the face. Maybe the side. I don't know. Maybe the front there, Joe. He got it somewhere in the face.
I'll be honest, I didn't have my eye on it. I don't know if it ricocheted off his glove and hit him or what exactly happened.
I waited for the save for out signal, and I was looking down the scorebook. I didn't even see. By the way, the umpires tonight, Tammy Witcher's doing home plate. Barry Bowles is at first base, and Tara Foster's over at third base. And they've done, Tammy and Tara have done the majority of coach pitch this year and do a real good job. And Barry's an old coach pitch guy from way back there. He's been promoted, I guess you would say, to the pitching machine league. So he doesn't get to do a lot of coach pitch, but he usually comes down for these finals games and helps us out.
You guys usually just have 2 umpires for the regular season?
2 umpires for the regular season.
Still checking Stone out over there. So he gets a pat on the back from Dad.
I'm going to tell you something. If it's taking this long, Stone must have got it pretty good because it takes quite a bit to rattle him. He's a pretty tough kid now.
Looks like he's set to go and go get a hand from the crowd.
Got a good crowd here tonight, Joe.
Yeah, we do. Some of the fans for the next game already starting to show up here. They're set to go, and the batter is Dalton Shoemake, the rover for the Pirates, with a runner at second base.
Dalton's had a big year this year, not only with the bat, but with the glove. He's taken a lot of balls, hit to Andy and other infielders, and gotten those outs out there at second base.
Popped up on the infield, and Trace Bishop can't make the play, but the shortstop there to pick up the ball, but the throw got away from the third baseman. Augie Brown went past third and then had to dive back in before Bradley Webster got there to try to put the tag on, and Brown did get back in there safely. Meanwhile, Shoemake goes into second base. So Runners at second and third now for the Pirates. They lead it 8-4 here in the top of the second inning, and the batter is Matthew Knuckles, the third baseman.
Big stick right here, good third baseman and a big bat in the lineup. He's the guy in the middle of that lineup they get runners on. He's kind of like the last counting batter in the middle of your lineup.
Popped up on the infield and gets away. They go into the outfield. The two runners are going to score. And Knuckles going to wind up at second base.
Be honest with you, I've seen these two teams probably hit more pop-ups in the first inning and a half than I have in the last month.
Is that right?
They usually hit a lot of line drives, ground balls. There's been a few pop-ups tonight.
And the Cardinals are going to gather around here. They're going to call a timeout. So we'll take a quick break ourselves here. 10-4. Pirates lead the Cardinals here in the top of the second inning. Back after this on WCLD Sports. Set to go. Batter's going to be Trayvon Burris for the Pirates. Trayvon's the center fielder. Pirates with a runner at second base. Ball hitting the air on the infield, but it's going to go foul. Not by much, but it is a foul ball, and Burris will have to come back and try to do it all over again.
Smiling all the way.
10-2 lead for the Pirates. Top of the second inning. Burris again hits his foul down the third base line.
Trayvon quite a little basketball player, too. He plays in the rec department's bitty ball division for me this past winter, and he is an awkward-looking shot, but it's effective.
All that matters is if it goes in the hole or not.
And he likes to shoot the long-range shot. He's a three-point specialist, he tells me.
Swing and a miss for Trayvon there. Hit this one in the air, and it'll be caught by the shortstop, Cole Swafford, who came in on it.
Good play on that. Catch that ball. They needed an out right there. Second out of the inning for him.
Colby Greer now the hitter. The Pirate shortstop. Couldn't make contact on the first pitch.
Real young league this year, Joe. We only had about 18 or 20 kids play in this league that actually played in it last year.
This ball hit well into right center field. That'll get in for a base hit. Greer rounds first. On his way to second. Now he'll head towards third as Knuckles scores from second base. Now Greer pulls up at third, and that's where he'll stay.
Nice hit.
Pirates get yet another run, and they lead it 11-4. And now Drake Jesse will step in. Drake wearing the shades. Will pop up on the infield, and it'll be fielded by the catcher, Jesse. What do we have here? Foul ball.
Must have been a foul ball.
All right, so Drake Jesse will come back to the plate.
Drake trying to get him a hit before he can get down to first base, talk to his dad, Jeff, down there.
This ball hit the third baseman. Play is not made, and runner's going to score from third base. Colby Greer comes in to score there, and Drake Jesse will reach first safely. And now the right center fielder, Walker Newberry, steps up. 12-4 Pirates lead. Newberry pops it up, and Colton Jesse almost made that catch behind the plate, but couldn't quite get there in time.
See what old Colton does a real job back here now on pop flies, and as I say, he can make a tag play at the plate too. So he really looks good behind the plate.
The pop up on the infield goes foul. Ground ball back up the middle. That'll be fielded by the shortstop, Swafford. He steps on second base to get the runner out there. Now James Kingery will be the hitter. James is going to be, I believe, the last counting batter for the Pirates here in the top of the
James will
second.
be the last counting batter. He had a home run his first at bat, got the ball out in the outfield, nice swing. He put the bat on the ball and got a home run out of it.
Puts it back up the middle. And Wyatt came up with it out there. Throws it home. Colton Jesse scoops it up, and he steps on home plate. And that'll clear the bases. And the batter is going to be Joshua Hodge. His at bat will not count here. Pops it up on the infield. And Stonehammer tried to make the diving catch. It pops out of his glove. Trace Bishop picks it up, throws it home. Got away from Colton Jesse, who have to pick it back up and step on home plate. He does, and that'll end the top of the second inning.
6 more runs.
And the Pirates now take a 12-4 lead here in this championship game of the Little League, Glasgow Little League Coach Pitch Championship game here from Gorham Park. We'll be back after this on WCLU Sports.
This is Barron County Magistrate Chrissy Cofield.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Pirates lead the Cardinals 12-4 here in the championship game of the Glasgow Little League Coach Pitch Division. And the first batter for the Cardinals in the bottom of the second will be the first baseman, Stonehammer.
Big Stone's probably going to take a little bit of frustration out on this baseball. He took one off the chin on a throw, and then he fell pretty hard trying to make a catch on a little pop fly. So he's probably going to take a little anger out on the baseball right here.
Hit it hard in the left center field, and Desi Austin can't make the play out there. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Hammer around second on his way to third, and he'll reach there safely.
Stone got a hold of that one.
The Cardinals get a leadoff triple there.
Like Andy, his first at bat, he really didn't get the bat on the ball as well as he usually does. But that's more like what he usually does with the baseball right there.
And now Evan Bartley steps in. Foul tip for Evan on the first offering.
Evans had a good year, been solid with the glove and real good with the bat. Puts the ball in play, hits it hard, and gets a lot of outs for the team.
Colton Jesse is on deck. It's going to be a base hit into center field. Stonehammer will score from third base. And Bartley may be in trouble here, and he is tagged out. Andy Highball got the ball on the infield, and Bartley hesitated just a little bit, and that's all Andy needed to run over there and tag him out.
All he needs, he's like a good runner in football, Joe. You give him just that little bit of opening, and he's going to make something happen, and that's just what he done right there.
And now the batter, the catcher, Colton Jesse.
And that's not the first kid he's run down and put a tag on this year, I assure you.
Ground ball back up the middle, fielded by Highball. Over to Kingery is there for the out. 12-5 lead for the Pirates here. Bases are empty for the Cardinals, and the batter is Trace Bishop. Trace has the helmet on backwards. Now he's set to go.
Just a minor adjustment.
Hard ground ball to be fielded by the third baseman, Knuckles. The throw is in time to James Kingery at first base for the out. And here comes the right fielder, J.C. Edwards.
Well, as I told you at the beginning, you'll see some defense in this game. Both these teams have been solid defensively all year. They not only hit the ball and run the bases, they get outs, and that's a big key in this league. If you get outs, you get most of the easy ones and a few of the tougher ones, you're going to be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I've been pretty impressed so far by the defense. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. Toby Greer fields it, but his throw is a little bit high. Kingery couldn't come up with it. And Edwards will reach base safely, and the batter now will be Bradley Webster.
Looked like Kobe may have bobbled it just a little bit trying to get it out of his glove, but good job of getting down the line, but Jay said don't know that he would have gotten her anyway.
There's the first pitch to Webster, fouled off down the third base line.
Nice play over there by Mr. Swafford at the dugout. One of the Cardinals' dads that help out a lot, Eric Swafford.
It's a well-hit ball down the first base line, just fair. Webster rounds first. Meanwhile, J.C. Edwards stays put at second base. Now she takes off. And she's going to be safe at third. Webster, meanwhile, is tagged out. Edwards made it back to second base. A little confusion there for the Cardinals. Have fun scoring that one, Larry.
How about we just ride out?
I'm not sure how you'd score that.
I'm not sure if there is a score for that, Joe. They lost me there when they both ran second base together.
Oh, well. The runner is at second base, and that is J.C. Edwards. Bradley Webster was tagged out, by the way, by Andy Highball. They caught Bradley in a rundown, and in the meantime, when they tagged Webster out, Edwards went back to second base. So
that's exactly how I saw it, John.
That's the best I can describe it. That's about the best I can do.
The thing about that is the presence of mind there. If Andy had went back in the circle with the ball would have been dead, and he wouldn't have been able to have gotten that out. He was smart enough to see that they were in kind of trouble out there, and he kept the ball alive and went and made the play.
Chase Metter, the hitter here, had a ground ball to the shortstop, Colby Greer, and the throw was not in time. And Webster is safe down at first base. Meanwhile, J.C. Edwards moved over to third, and now here's the right center fielder, Drew Benningfield, the left center fielder, will be the hitter. That's Chase Metter at first, J.C. Edwards at third.
J.C.'s had an adventure out there, this particular trip on the bases. I can only imagine how confused they were because we were both confused enough.
Yes, we were. Foul ball to Benningfield. 12-5, the Pirates leading here in the bottom of the second inning of the Coach Pitch Championship game here in the Glasgow Little League. Benningfield can't make contact on that pitch. There'll be three more batters for the Cardinals in the bottom of this second inning. A soft grounder out in front of the plate. High ball comes up the field at the throw. Is not in time, and it got away from Kingery. Rolls all the way out into the right field, all the way to the fence. Both runners are going to score. Benningfield on his way to third, and they'll send him home. And he'll score.
Drew got him a home run there. Put the ball in play. Andy got to the ball, and I'm sure probably if he had to do over again, he just stuck that thing in his pocket, went back to the circle. He came up, tried to make a play, and that's the way he plays, though. He's going to try to get that out, and that's just one of those that got away from him. And the kid at first base didn't get out there and block it, and he got in the outfield, and there's a lot of outfield up here.
Batter's Cole Swafford. Ground ball goes foul down the third base side.
That's a big play, too, because the Cardinals really need some runs this inning. They don't want to go to their last at-bat trailing by a big number.
Bases are empty, and that three-run shot there did make it a 12-8 ball game. A nice backhanded stab here by Andy Highball on the ground ball. The throw to Kingery is in time for the out. Now Kyle Roach, the left fielder, will step in. Roach swings through the first pitch. Pops up the second one, and it's going to be caught. James Kingery makes the play over at first base. And the final batter here in the bottom of the second inning for the Cardinals is going to be Garrett Wyatt.
Real good stick here. A lot of speed, hits the ball hard. He's done a real good job, Coach Bishop, this year. He's been solid all year.
Garrett hits the ball well into left field. And it's going to roll all the way to the fence. Wyatt rounds first on his way to second. Headed to third now. The ball comes back onto the infield. It's going to be a close play here at home. The throw into Augie Brown gets away, and Wyatt going to score. So that run will make it a 3-run ball game as we go to the third and final inning here in the Coach Pitts Championship game of the Glasgow Little League. Your score, the Pirates 12 and the Cardinals 9. Back after this on WCLU Sports.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Now's the first pitch back. Runners at the corners here for the Pirates. Ball hit back up the middle. Trace Bishop fields it. The pitcher circle. The throw to second base is there in time with Garrett Wyatt covering for the out. Meanwhile, Walker Newberry does score from third base. And that'll make it a 14-9 lead for the Pirates. Matthew Knuckles will be the lone runner. He'll be at first base. And the batter is going to be Dalton Shoemake, the rover. Ground ball to the shortstop. Fielded by Swafford. The throw there to Wyatt on the bag at second is in time. They get the out there.
Real nice defense right here, but the Cardinals have kept this game close for them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive outs recorded.
Here comes the catcher, Augie Brown. Giving up just 2 runs here in the top of the third so far. Brown swings and misses at the first pitch. This one hit back up the middle. Nice play by Bishop there in the pitcher circle, and again they get the out at second base with Garrett Wyatt covering.
They've got a thing going on there with Trace and his rover out there, Garrett Wyatt. They've got some big important outs for the team right here.
Now Desi Austin is the batter, the left center fielder. 14-9 lead for the Pirates. Austin can't make contact. Well, we knew the Cardinals had to hold the Pirates down a bit here in the top of the third to have a chance, and they've done it so far.
Yeah, we knew they couldn't give up a whole bunch of runs because you've only got so many batters to begin with, and you don't want to go in having to score everybody you got, that's for sure.
Ball hit back up the middle, and the out recorded at second base. Garrett Wyatt fielded the ball and then beat the runner there to second for the out. Meanwhile, the ball got away, and Austin able to go to second base. So Desi Austin will be at second. He's the lone base runner. And the batter's going to be the pitcher, Andy Highball.
I know that Andy would like to get this run from second in, and I know he would like to score himself. And sure, Coach Kingery would like to see both these runs score to give her team a little bit bigger cushion.
Ball hit back up the middle. Trace Bishop fields it. The throw home. And they get the out as Jesse makes the catch, tags home plate. That'll clear the bases. The batter's going to be Mary Alice Green, although she will not count here in the top of the third inning, but she'll come to bat.
I'm sorry. Bring it back.
14-9. Pirates are going to go into the bottom of the third with that 14-9 lead, but the Cardinals are still going to be within striking distance, down by just 5. Alice couldn't make contact there, so we'll try it again. Again, she can't hit that pitch. Mary Alice made good contact the last time she was up. Foul tip there. Here's another pitch. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it for Mary Alice as she can't make contact, so that'll end the top of the third inning. As we said, the Cardinals going to trail by just 5. They'll need 5 to keep playing, at least 5, and they'll need 6 to win. In the bottom of the third, it's 14-9 Pirates here in the championship game of the Glasgow Little League Coach Pitch Division. Back after this on WCLU Sports.
Barron County Attorney Jeff Sharp supports the Glasgow.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Joe Myers and Larry Davis with you back here at Gorin Park as we go to the bottom of the third inning here in the Glasgow Little League Coach Pitch Championship game. First batter for the Cardinals is Garrett Wyatt. This ball going to drop out near the shortstop. A diving attempt made out there by Colby Greer, but he couldn't make the catch, and the first batter going to reach for the Cardinals. That'll bring Kyle Roach up. Pirates lead it 14-9, so the Cardinals need at least 5 runs here to keep playing, and they need 6 to win here in the bottom of the third.
This is a crunch time, as they say, Joe. That ball just got over Colby's head. He made a good attempt on it, but that's one of those that... What do they call it, a tweenum? Or tweenum? Got tween hit another guy there.
Yeah.
Neither one of them could get to it.
There's a ground ball to the third baseman, Matthew Knuckles. The throw to second base is in time, with Dalton Shoemay covering. So the out recorded there. And the Pirates get the lead runner. And here comes the shortstop, Cole Swafford.
Good play there by Matt. And a good play at second base out there to catch the ball by the road. Get those lead runners, that's the key.
There's a hard-hit ground ball knocked down by Greer out there at shortstop. And a close play at second base as Shoemake went over and picked up the loose ball. But the race to the bag won by Kyle Roach, and so the Cardinals have runners at first and second with Drew Benningfield coming to bat.
Seems like the runner got there just a little bit ahead of him there, but a nice play nevertheless.
Ground ball back up the middle. Fielded by Greer at shortstop. The throw to third base gets away. But a little bit of a delayed start that time for the runner, Roach. And Knuckles able to recover the ball in time and tag third base before Roach could get there. So the out recorded there at third base. Cardinals will have runners at first and second with the right center fielder, Chase Mitter, coming to bat.
It was a good heads-up play by Colby. He saw that the runner on second hadn't started. He just took his time, made a good throw. He got by Matthew, but it was close enough that he got it, and he kind of jumped back into the bag and tagged it before the runner could get there.
So here comes Chase Metter with runners at first and second. Cardinals yet to get a run in here in the bottom of the third. They trail 14-9. 6 more batters will come to the plate here after Metter. Two runners on. There's a ball hit to the shortstop, and everybody going to be safe. A diving attempt there made by Andy Highball, but he couldn't quite come up with it. But Greer able to keep it on the infield, and that'll load the bases with Cardinals. And the batter is going to be the third baseman, Bradley Webster.
That's a good job of Colby, just keep that ball on the infield. When it got behind, he looked like it's probably going to go in the outfield. He got in front of it just enough to knock it down, but the Cardinals got runners on every base.
Webster comes up and beats the home plate to death with his bat. Foul ball down the first base side is just barely foul. Well, Webster came up there meaning business, Larry.
the home plate takes a pretty good working over in coach pitch. I've had coaches tell me if their kids would hit the ball that hard, they'd never make an out from it.
So bases loaded with Cardinals here. 14-9 lead for the Pirates. Webster hit the ground ball to the right side. Craig Jesse couldn't come up with it cleanly, and the runners are all going to reach safely. And Cardinals are going to score 2 runs. As both Swofford and Benningfield were able to score that time, and that makes it a 3-run ball game.
Yeah, a little slow getting the ball back to the pitcher, and the runners keep advancing until he has it in the circle.
And here comes J.C. Edwards. Well, we talked about how competitive these two teams have been in the regular season, and we've seen nothing short of that here in the championship game.
Had to figure it's going to be that way. They've been that close and that evenly matched all along, so you wouldn't think it would be any different here tonight.
A 3-run lead for the Pirates with J.C. Edwards at the plate. Runners at first and second for the Cardinals. J.C. fouls this pitch off. We're in the bottom of the third, the last inning here. Edwards pops it up on the infield, but it's going to go foul. It came back up and hit Augie Brown, and he goes down to the ground. I'm afraid that might have gotten up under Augie's mask.
I believe it did. I believe you're right. Tell you what, that Augie, he's a tough one, too. I bet you he may stay down there for just a second, but he'll bounce back up here in a minute.
Coaches come over to take a look at him. Again, we remind you that we are going to have the pitching machine championship game coming up for you as well here tonight. Of course, immediately following this ball game, we'll talk with all the players from each one of these ball clubs and talk with the head coaches. See what they have to say about this ball game here this afternoon. And we'll hand out the trophies and probably take a bit of a short break ourselves here to get ourselves ready for the pitching machine championship game. And then tomorrow night, it's the live arm championship game with the Glasgow Little League. That'll be down at Weldon Park, a 5:30 start time. You know who the two teams are going to be in that ball game?
We're going to see the Reds and the Cubs down there tomorrow night.
We'll see the Cubs and the Dodgers in the pitching machine championship game a bit later on tonight. Augie Brown going to tough it out. He'll hop back up and get back behind the plate, and we're set to go again.
If you're the Pirates, you're looking for some defense here. You got to have an out. That's a tough ball to make a play on.
Little nubber out in front of the plate, but Andy Highball charges and gets the ball to Kingery at first base in time for the out. So a nice play that time by Highball.
I tell you what, and that's the toughest ball in this league. You see more kids get on base on a ball right there somewhere about 6 or 8 foot outside the circle. It's almost a no man's land, but Andy made a tremendous play right there. I'm sure Coach Kingery and Andy both are hoping he can make a couple of more of those to kind of stem the tide here. The Cardinals were on a roll. They gotten some runners on and got some runs in. Their bats were rolling.
Runners at second and third, a 3-run ball game. Pirates in front 14-11, and the batter is Trace Bishop, the pitcher. Trace hits it up on the infield, and that is going to go foul.
Trace hadn't had the kind of game with the bat that I know he would like to and that he usually does, but man, he had a great top of the third inning with his glove. I'm telling you, that was outstanding, and this is the kind of spot where he usually comes through with a big hit for him.
Big swing for Trace, but couldn't make contact that time.
These little guys, they love to play the game of baseball, and you can tell.
Trace hits it back up the middle. Highball makes the play. Throw to first base is in time. And 1 run will score. As Metter able to score from third base.
That's a big out, though, Joe.
Bradley Webster able to advance to third. The batter going to be Colton Jesse. 3 more counting batters here for the Cardinals. And they trail by 2 runs. You do have a runner at third base for them. Ground ball. Knuckles knocks it down at third base. Runner is going to score. The throw to first won't be in time. And we have a one-run ball game. Second baseman Evan Bartley, the batter.
Getting down to cases now, Joe.
Going to come right down to the last batter, it looks like.
That's a position the Cardinals are familiar with, and especially Stonehammer. So that won't be something that'll be new to him or something that'll bother him in any way. I guarantee you that.
Bartley swings through a couple of pitches.
Sure, Coach Bishop would like to see this little Bartley get on here. That means Stone represents the winning run, not just the tying run. Oh, I beg your pardon. He would represent the winning run anyway. I'm sorry.
4 pitches, and Bartley yet to make contact, so he'll get a few more here with the opportunity to hit the ball into play. Hits this ball well, and that's going to drop in for a base hit out in right field. Colton Jesse round second. He's on his way to third. He's going to score. And it's a tie ball game. Tied at 14. Bottom of the third inning, and the last batter for the Cardinals is Stonehammer. The winning run for the Cardinals is 60 feet away at third base. And the Pirates going to take a timeout.
Yeah.
So we'll take a quick timeout ourselves here. Bottom of the third inning, a tight one, tied at 14. And the final batter coming to bat for the Cardinals. Back after this on WCLU Sports. By a score of 15-14.
Outstanding game.
So that'll make the Cardinals' final record 18-2. And the Pirates will have an identical 17-2 record for the Pirates. So congratulations to the Cardinals. Congratulations to the Pirates as well. A terrific ball game played between these two clubs.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.
Becky Kingery, if she'll come over here and talk with us first of all, we'll talk with the head coach of the Pirates. Cardinals win it here in the Coach Pitts Championship game by a final of 15-14 in their final at bat. Becky, I know you're disappointed, but a terrific ball game between these two clubs. It's been that way all year long, I understand.
Yeah, it's a disappointment, but these guys are some of the best sportsmen. I mean, they could have gone over there and gotten in the dugout and not want to shook hands, but, you know, sportsmanship is one of our things that we're big on. And, you know, to be a good winner, you got to lose every now and then. So
I tell you
I'm
what,
proud of them.
Well, the kids played a terrific ball game here tonight, even though they didn't come out on top.
Well, that's right. And, you know, they played ball, and tonight the Cardinals just hit the ball, played defense better than us, I guess.
I understand you guys had a terrific season, though, Becky.
Oh, yeah. We've had a great season, and this team has improved, and we've got players, 11 players that have all improved, and, they've learned something, and that's what Little League's all about.
All right, Becky, well, thank you. Let's talk with some of your players here if we can get them to come up and talk with us. I want them all. I want them one at a time, though.
All right, one at a time.
All right. Now, look, guys and girls, the camera is up there on top of the first base dugout, so your parents and everybody can see you on TV later this week. Let's turn around and look at the camera, okay?
Sit back a little. Hey, sit back a little. Sit back, guys. They can see Trayvon. Back up a little. So they can see Trayvon.
Okay. Tell me your name and how old you are.
Trayvon Thomas Burris. I'm 6 years old.
And what school do you go to, and what grade are you in there, Trayvon?
South Carolina Elementary, first grade.
Tell me what your favorite thing is about playing baseball.
Batting.
Batting? Okay, well, good job. Let's get our next pirate up here. All right, sir, tell me your name and how old you are.
My name is Matthew, and I'm 7 years old.
Matthew, what school do you go to and what grade are you in?
I go to Highland, and I'm in 2nd grade.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
I like to play defense.
All right, good job. All right, turn around and look at the camera there. What's your name and how old are you?
My name is James Kingery, and I'm 7 years old.
James, what school do you go to and what grade are you in there?
I go to South Nunn Elementary, and I'm in 2nd grade.
And your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Batting.
All right, well, good job. Tell me your name and your age.
My name's Desi Austin.
How old are you, Desi?
7 years old.
What school do you go to and what grade are you in?
Highland Elementary, 2nd grade.
And your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Batting.
All right, good job, Desi. Turn around, look at the camera there. Tell me your name and how old you are.
Mary Alice Green, I am 7 years old.
Mary Alice, what school do you go to and what grade are you in?
I go to Highland Elementary, and I'm in 2nd grade.
And your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Batting.
All right, good job. Tell me your name and your age.
My name is Toby Greer. I am 7.
And Kobe, what school do you go to and what grade are you in?
South Nunn Elementary. I'm in 2nd grade.
And your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Batting.
All right, good job. All right, tell me your name and how old you are.
Walker Newberry, and I'm 6 years old.
Walker, what school do you go to and what grade are you in?
I go to Highland, and I'm in 2nd grade.
And your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Batting.
Batting, okay, good job. All right, tell me your name and how old you are.
Hi, Daddy. Andy, and I'm 8 years old.
Andy, what school do you go to and what grade are you in?
South School, and I'm 8 years old.
What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Fielding.
Now, hang on just 1 second. I want to give you an opportunity. I think you said it already, but I want to give you another opportunity to say hello to your dad over in Iraq, because I know he's listening to us on the website.
Hey, Daddy.
Congratulations, Andy. All right, turn around and face the camera here. Tell me how old you are. Tell me your name and how old you are.
I'm 6 years old.
All right, sir. Now tell me what school you go to and what grade are you in.
Highland, 2nd grade.
Your favorite thing about baseball?
Defense.
All right, good job, bud. Look at the camera there. Tell me how your name and how old you are.
I'm Augie Brown, and I'm 6 years old.
Augie, what school you go to? What grade are you in there?
I go to Highland, and I'm in 1st grade.
Your favorite thing about playing ball?
Hitting.
All right, good job, Augie. Tell me your name and your age.
Hi, Josh. 8 years old.
And what school do you go to and what grade are you in?
Highland. Still in Highland.
Highland.
What grade are you in there, bud?
What are you going to be in?
Yeah, what are you going to be in, I should say?
1st grade.
1st grade, okay. But do you have a favorite thing about playing baseball? What's that?
Catching.
Catching, well, good job. All right, tell me your name and how old you are.
I'm Dalton, I'm 6 years old.
What's your, what school you go to and what grade are you in?
Highland Elementary.
Your favorite thing about playing ball?
Hitting.
What grade are you in? I took the mic away before you could say it.
1st grade.
1st grade, okay, good job. Congratulations to the Pirates.
Third graders.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
third grade.
1st and 2nd graders.
Becky says they're all 1st and 2nd graders, so they're obviously a very young ball club. So congratulations. Tied for 1st place in the regular season, and they are runner-up here in the tournament. All right, now let's talk with the Cardinals. First, let's get Carl Bishop up here, the head coach for the Cardinals. Carl, wow, what can you say? Just a great game.
Great game, yes it is. It's something that I no longer can play, but I just hope I can instill in these kids and anybody that we compete in, how much I love the game, and I hope they love the game like I used to and still do.
I'll tell you what, the difference, I think, in that ball game was only allowing 2 runs in the top of the third.
Exactly. You win this game a lot of defense because, like you say, it's just, shutting them down one inning. You can make up a difference and catch back up. We were behind in the first couple innings, and that shutting them down in the top of that third makes a difference.
You guys tied for first place, I think, in the regular season, so you guys obviously had a great season as well.
Yes. I mean, my hat's off to this team right here, the Pirates, because they have battled all year long, and just luck of a coin toss that we won the number 1 seed, they've got us the home field advantage, and I think that makes a difference in this league.
Carl, congratulations. Let's talk with your players.
All right, good.
All right. Again, the camera's up here, guys and gals, so let's look at the camera and tell me your name and how old you are.
I'm Stonehammer, and I'm 7 years old.
And what school you go to and what grade you in, Stone?
Red Cross. I'm going to 2nd grade.
Going to 2nd grade. What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Fielding.
All right, good job, Stone. Here comes trouble. What's your name and how old are you?
I'm Trace Bishop, and I'm 8 years old.
What school you go to and what grade you in, Trace?
Highland Elementary, and I'm in 3rd grade.
What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Defense.
All right, good job, Trace. What's your name and how old are you?
I'm Cole Swafford, and I'm 7 years old.
All right, Cole, what school do you go to and what grade are you in?
South Green, and I'm in 2nd year old. Yeah, I think that.
You going into 2nd grade, maybe?
Yeah.
Going into 2nd grade?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Defense.
All right. Well, good job. Come around, look at the camera here. Tell me your name and your age.
Garrett Wyatt, and I'm 7.
All right, Garrett. What school you go to and what grade are you in?
Red Cross Elementary, and I'm in 2nd grade.
And what's your favorite thing about playing ball?
Defense.
All right, good job. Tell me your name and your age.
Kyle.
How old are you, Kyle?
6.
And what school do you go to and what grade are you in, Kyle?
Red Cross, and 1st grade.
All right, and what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Hitting.
All right, good job. Tell me your name and your age.
I'm Evan Bartley, and I'm 8.
Evan, what school you go to and what grade are you in?
Highland Elementary, and 3rd grade.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Defense.
All right, good job. What's your name and how old are you?
Bradley, and I'm 8.
All right, Bradley, what school you go to and what grade are you in?
South Green Elementary, and I'm going into 3rd grade.
And your favorite thing about playing ball?
Defense.
Good job. All right, turn around and look at the camera here. How old are you? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Tell me your name and how old you are.
My name is JC, and I'm 7 years old.
All right, JC, what school you go to and what grade are you in?
I go to Red Cross, and I'm in 1st grade.
And what's your favorite thing about playing baseball, JC?
Batting.
Okay, congratulations. Tell me your name and your age.
I'm Chase, and I'm 7.
And what school you go to and what grade are you in, Chase?
Highland, and I'm in 2nd grade.
And your favorite thing about playing ball?
Hitting.
All right, congratulations. Tell me your name and how old you are.
I'm Drew Benningfield, and I'm 8 years old.
All right, Drew, what school you go to and what grade are you in?
I go to South Green Elementary, and I'm in 3rd grade.
Your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Defense.
All right, congratulations. Tell me your name and how old you are.
I'm Colton Jesse, and I'm 7.
Colton, what school you go to and what grade are you in?
I go to South Green Elementary, and I'm in 2nd grade.
Your favorite thing about playing baseball?
Defense.
All right, congratulations to the Cardinals.
We got one kid that wasn't here. It's Kelsey Cruz. I just want to mention that he's moved, had a fire engagement out of town, so he couldn't do it.
Okay. Cardinals are the champions of the Glasgow Little League Coach Pitch Division. They win it 15-14 over the Pirates. Congratulations to both ball clubs. A terrific ball game.
Calvert and Nunn Insurance not only offer a variety of policies, but are exceptional in their customer service and up-to-date quotes. Contact Vicki Bartley and her staff for any of your insurance needs. Calvert and Nunn Insurance is next to the Plaza Theater in downtown Glasgow.